the liturgical year of Dom Prosper Guéranger. Saint Anicetus, Pope and Martyr. A Pope and Martyr of the 2nd century appears on the calendar today. The martyrs stand in clusters near our risen Lord. They are the eagles, of which he speaks in his gospel as gathering together around for their longed-for object. Anicetus is not the only pope whose martyrdom has to be celebrated during Paschal time. Others will come, adding to our Easter joy. The saint who claims our attention today is one of those whose holy actions are shrouded in the venerable gloom of the Church, and yet his memory will be held in veneration to the end of time, not only as being the 11th successor of St. Peter in the See of Rome, but as having imitated him also in holiness of life. St. Polycarp, whose feast we kept on the 26th of January, came from Smyrna to Rome in order to visit him and receive his advice. There have also been transmitted to us 1 or 2 instances of the zeal wherewith he defended the Church against the heresiarchs, Valentinus and Marcion. In a word, we know that he was a martyr, and that is enough to immortalize his name. The Church makes the following commemoration of the Holy Pontiff. Anicetus, a Syrian by birth, governed the Church during the reign of Marcus Aurelius Antoninus. He passed a decree which forbade clerics to nourish their hair. The ordinations, which he held in 5 Decembers, gave 17 priests, 4 deacons, and 9 bishops for divers places. His pontificate lasted 8 years, 8 months, and 24 days. He was crowned with martyrdom for the Christian faith and was buried on the 15th of the Calids of May, April 17th, in the cemetery, afterwards called the Cemetery of Calixtus, which is on the Appian Way. Holy Pontiff, who so many long ages ago was made partaker of the glory of him, whose vicar and martyr thou hast the privilege to be, we this day celebrate thy blessed memory with filial affection. In thee we venerate one of the pillars of the early Church, and though thy name has been handed down to us without the history of those holy deeds which merited for thee a martyr's palm, we at least know that it was dear to the faithful of the age in which thou livest. Now that thou art in heaven, thy zeal for the glory of God is greater than it was when thou wast on this earth. Pray then for the Church of these sad times. Upwards of 200 pontiffs have followed thee upon the chair of Peter, and Christ has not yet come to judge the world. Assist thy successor, who is our Father. Assist the flock entrusted to his charge, for the dangers that now threaten us are extreme. Thy pontificate was during a stormy period. Pray to our risen Jesus that he would quell the tempest that is now howling around the bark of Peter. Beseech him to give us perseverance and courage. Obtain for us that we may fix our hearts on our heavenly country, so that when God calls us hence, we may be prepared as thou wast. We are the descendants of the martyrs. Their faith is ours. The hope that cheered them must be our consolation.